Hello garden friends, and welcome back to my channel, DK's Garden Oasis. I'm Debbie and I garden in Zone 6A, southwest suburbs of Chicago. Today I'm going to take you around my garden, my summer garden, and show you what is blooming right now. It has exploded since spring. I've done a lot of weeding and we have pruned our crabapple, which if you've been following me, our crabapple didn't look very good this last fall because of probably the cicadas, and we did a hard prune on it, so hopefully that will revive it. If not, we're going to have to take it down, but at least we pruned it this year and hopefully have a beautiful crabapple next year. As I said, I've done a lot of weeding, but it's never ending, so as soon as I finish one section, the first section that I started, it needs weeding again. So there are some weeds in some of the sections, but all in all, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know where you are, how your summer has been. I've heard some people say they've had a lot of rain. In the southwest suburbs of Chicago, we've had pretty hot weather through, I would say, from June on. There's only been a couple of days in the 70s and the rest have been high 80s or 90s. The next couple of days are going to be 95, so I did film this video, the garden tour, yesterday when it was a little bit cooler, if you want to call high 80s cooler. Yeah, so the only thing is that I've needed to do a lot of watering, and I can't wait to see what that water bill looks like next time I get that bill. When I'm outside weeding, I do listen to some audiobooks, and I just like being outside getting some vitamin D, so it's not that bad sitting out there weeding, but in the extreme heat, it's not so fun. So let's go around my garden and see what's blooming. Again, my color palette this year was jewel tones, so they were burgundies, cranberries, deep yellows like sunflower colors, and purples. So you'll see that throughout my garden. So let's go around and check out that garden. Hi garden friends, so this is going to be my summer garden tour. Let's start here. So you can see that the garden is really filled in from my spring one. So we have right at the edge is a pawpaw tree. My zinnias should be blooming pretty soon. That is my smoke bush, which you could see why it's called smoke bush, because it looks like smoke here. I'm going to be trimming this up. Rosa Sharon, I have a few of those. My serviceberry was looking a little bit funny, but it looks okay now. And let's see, some more yarrow in here. This is lemon balm to keep away the bugs. This is a 7 sun tree right here. You can see that it hasn't started blooming yet, but I'm thinking it has like little, that's why it's called 7. Maybe there's 7 little calyxes right there. And in the back, my maple is getting big. Here are my hanging baskets. This was another peony before. I have some phlox. Looks like some Rebecca, some allium, my trumpet vine in the back. Rosa Sharon is blooming right there. Some, I think some Queen Anne's lace got floated over here, some seeds, so that's what that is. And then some coneflowers. And I think these are verbena, I believe. I got a new fountain this year. And this is just going to be all my pollinating plants. So I have a few milkweeds. There's a butterfly weed, the orange in the back, and different kinds of milkweed in here. And then here again is my Rosa Sharon. I've got to trim these up too, but they're starting to bloom now, so I'm going to give it a little bit of time and then trim those up. And then this again is my, it's gone crazy, my pollinator garden right here. And a bunch of coneflowers. There's some yarrow in here. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we could see in this massiveness, and it looks like it looks almost like salvia, but I'm not exactly sure the purple in the back. So this is really filled in this year. So let's go in front and actually let's just go up to the deck here, show you what I have. Diplodemia. Okay, I just wanted to show you, I kind of cleaned up my green stock, the nasturtiums a little bit. This is like a trap plant or flower, so the bugs are attracted to it, and will leave your lettuces alone. Like I said, I have baby lettuce in here, arugula, spinach, and then some leafy greens. And then this is my veggie pod. Again, I don't see any eggs or caterpillars, black swallowtails, and then I have some new growth over here, so I'm hoping I get a few so I can overwinter. Let's see, we'll go over here. So these and this right here, these are all seeds that I started, except for these right here, but everything else I planted from seed. And again, the color theme was jewel tones. It's not my favorite color theme, but it's yellows, cranberries, and purples. And then over here we have some more natives that I put in. There's a lily over there that's really pretty. And then I have a couple of raised beds that have some veggies. So I have some cilantro, some basil, some different kinds of peppers, and some small tomatoes. So again, we'll go over here. Here's my pineapple. It's been a really hot summer, so that I need to like trim up. It looks like it got a little bit fried there. So these are all my elephant ears. And then you can check out the spring garden tour that I had, and I think I named everything, so I'll leave that above. And then this is small branching sunflowers and some snapdragons, straw flowers. Again, a repeat. I think I have some asters in here as well. So I wanted to show you, we did a major prune on our poor crabapple. So we're going to see how it does this year. We pruned all the dead and cleaned out the whole garden. My hostas are not liking not being shaded, so a couple of them look a little burnt. Again, we have had a really hot summer. These are for my raised bed, so I have some herbs in this first one. Then I have some peppers in the next one. This one I have ornamental kale, and then some zinnias that are just starting to bloom. So this again is all cleaned up. I took out all the lilies. I'm trying to make it only natives, except for the hostas and a couple other things in here. There's a little bit of milkweed, but as I said, the neighbor is spraying, so I'm not going to be using that milkweed. Okay, so here are my two containers that I put on either side of my entryway. My lemon tree has come back. I think you saw in the spring one it didn't look so good, but it's coming back. And then I think I saw a bloom on this variegated lemon, so it's supposed to be a cross between an orange and a lemon, so maybe I'll get one fruit out of it. Again, this is the one, again, I don't know, I got it I think at Meijer. It has some pretty pink flowers. This is all of my pots. Again, it's going kind of a little crazy, so I'm going to be like, there's a couple of pansies that I'm keeping to dry, so that should look really good. I've got a bunch of milkweed here that I've been cutting off of, and the monarchs have been much better this year. I think I'm up to 12 this year, and I'm ordering some as well from Monarch Watch because I'm doing an event and I want to make sure I have them. Some ferns, and then let's go around to the front. I have a sedum here. I'm going to be planting more sedum because they don't need as much water. They There's some sedum in here. Again, the weeds have gone crazy again. I have to re-weed here. So this is a cherry tree that's doing well. Another peony. A bunch of hydrangeas. This was a lily. There's my hibiscus. I think you could see through the red. It's Hummingbird Lane. And I think this is a bottle brush. It looks like a bottle. So I'm going to assume that that's what this is. Because I have planted it and I was wondering where it was. And this looks like that's what it is. So again, that's Hummingbird Lane. We are kind of finishing up our keystone over on that other end. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I need to do some more weeding over here, but everything else is looking okay. The next couple of days we're going to be in the high 90s, heat index of like 105. So I wanted to film today before it got too hot. So that is my summer tour, garden tour, and stay tuned. I know I said I was going to do an amaryllis update. That probably will be my next update, or a black swallowtail. If I finally get some eggs, I will be doing a video on that, so stay tuned. Happy summer, everyone. As always, if you could support my channel and like and share this video along with your comment and your successes and failures, I would really appreciate it. My next video, I know in a previous video I said I was going to do my amaryllis updates. I still will be doing that. Right now they're in my farm gardening, soaking up the energy, making bigger bulbs. So I will be following up on my amaryllis. I'll show you the blooms from last year. So far I haven't ordered new amaryllis. We should be getting that sale any day now, so I will be updating you on that. I plant the amaryllis later in the fall, and in another month I will be pulling those amaryllis from my garden and letting them dry out and rest for a couple months, and then I'll be showing you the planting and what I'll be growing this year. I'm going to try not to get too many as my collection has grown and I really don't have the room for any more, but I'll buy one or two, just different varieties and different colors. So stay tuned for that. I also wanted to do a butterfly monarch / black swallowtail video. Those seem to be my very popular videos, especially the black swallowtails. This year I have not had very good luck with the black swallowtails. I had 2 eggs on my veggie pod, and within that day, later on that day, I looked for them after they hatched. They were fine as eggs, but as soon as they hatched, something got them, and I think I saw a spider in the veggie pod, so I'm sure that's what took them. So this time when I see eggs, I am just going to close that up and make sure there's no spiders in there. So I hope to have a video on that later in the season in August, hopefully. So stay tuned for all that. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell for those future videos. Hope everyone is enjoying their summer. Stay cool, and thanks for watching. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.